From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. Welcome to the top of the hour news brief with me, Abdillahi Hassan. The spokesman of the rebel group led by Colonel Awil Saeed Shama has rejected the amnesty offered to the members of its militia. Speaking to CBA at Hargeisa, the spokesman said the group did not request amnesty from President Musa Bihi and do not need one. The spokesman attended the meeting between President Bihi and the traditional leaders that were mediating between the government and the insurgent group. In that meeting last week, President Musa Bihi offered amnesty with immediate effect to all rebels except for its leader, Colonel Awil Saeed Shama Awil Arre. The spokesman said President Musa Bihi disappointed and offended the traditional leaders by rejecting the peace deal they have agreed with Colonel Arre. 10 people were killed in a horrific traffic accident outside Berbera on Friday evening. 14 others have been injured. The victims were rushed to the Berbera General Hospital. The accident occurred when a van and a truck carrying khat collided at the eastern entrance checkpoint of Berbera city. The health ministry coordinator of the Sahel region confirmed the death toll to be 10 people. He said 4 women and 6 men are killed in the accident. All 24 victims were on board the van. They were migrants from Ethiopia on their way to Bosaso in the Puntland state of Somalia. Migrants from Ethiopia's Oromo region crossed Somaliland in hazardous transportation arrangements on their way to Bosaso, where they board boats to reach the Persian Gulf countries. The inaugural ceremony of Ahmed Madoobe Jubaland's re-elected president was earlier today held in Kismaayo, the temporary capital city of the regional state. The ceremony has been attended by the renowned politicians from Somalia and Kenya. The prominent attendees of the ceremony include former presidents of Somalia Sheikh Sharif and Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, with the Chair Party leader Abdurrahman Abdishakur Adam Barre Duale, the majority leader of Kenya's National Assembly, and other invited guests. In a move expected to widen diplomatic rift between Mogadishu and Nairobi, majority leader of Kenya's parliament Adam Duale arrived in Kismaayo for Jubaland's leader inauguration, violating the federal government's directive that requires all flights from Kenya to pass through Mogadishu. The ceremony was held in Kismaayo under tightened security. Neither representatives from the Somali government nor the international community attended the ceremony. The legitimacy of Madoobe's presidency is blurred by a heated controversy with the federal government, which accused him of holding an election marred by corruption and bias. The United States Agency for International Development (USAID) announced on Friday nearly $50 million in education funding for Somalia. In a statement, the U.S. Embassy in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, said the 5-year program aims to increase access to quality education and support accelerated learning for out-of-school children and youth who have been persistently left behind. The program, named Bar Ama Baro, or Teach or Learn, the program brings funding for Somali education by USAID to $65 million. USAID is currently supporting a $10 million project implemented by UNICEF and a $5 million contribution to the Girls Education Challenge program managed by the United Kingdom's Department for International Development. The US government says it recognizes that investment in education is essential for Somalia's growth and prosperity. The embassy believes that by educating girls in particular has positive impacts on society, such as lower infertility rates and better educated children and families. Kenyan athlete Eliud Kipchoge has become the first athlete to run a marathon in under 2 hours, beating the mark by 20 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge covered 42.2 kilometers in 1 hour 59 minutes 40 seconds in the Ineos 159 challenge in Vienna, Austria on Saturday. This was his second attempt at breaking the 2-hour barrier, after missing out by 20 seconds at a similar event on the Formula 1 track in Monza, Italy in May 2017. Kipchoge, who was assisted by 41 pacemakers, has now entered the Guinness Book of World Records for running the first sub-2-hour marathon. The pacemakers left him for the final 500 meters, and Kipchoge punched his chest twice in celebration when he finished. Speaking after the historic challenge, Eliud said he has taken 65 years for a human to make a history in the sport. After the road Japanese, it took another 65 years. He added that no human is limited, and he is expecting more people to do it after today. He also thanked the 41 pacemakers for making history with him, adding that they are among the best athletes in the world today. The greatest marathoner did not forget his family, especially his wife, who witnessed every minute of the historic feat. Ineos, one of the world's largest manufacturing companies, which also sponsors the children's running charities, so the race broadcasted to millions of people around the world, both on traditional and digital channels. Somalian Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources Abdillahi Mohammed Ahmed attended the Africa Oil and Power Conference, where he said that Somalia is open for business. Eager to demonstrate to the world that Somalia is open for business, the minister said country is currently on an international roadshow which will showcase the exploration opportunities available in its hydrocarbons sector. Rich in hydrocarbons and possessing a favorable geological structure, Somalia holds huge opportunities for investors looking to enter into East African market. Minister Abdillahi said, and I quote, "Nowhere is the contribution that energy industry can make to civil society and economic development is greater than in Somalia," end of quote. He noted that the sector has potential to greatly enhance stability and economic development. He said his ministry worked successfully with the 6 federal member states to develop an equitable and transparent framework for development, focused on greater good for Somalia and all its people. Minister Ahmed also spoke on the attractiveness of the country's production sharing agreement model for offshore oil exploration and development, regarding it as being among the most attractive to investors in the frontier basins. Thank you for joining us. That's our news brief for this time. Stay tuned for our full news bulletin with Yonis Deco.